Hey, wrinkle face. That's what people could say if you're still using a liquid foundation that can settle into your lines and wrinkles and make you look older. CoverGirl and Olay floats above lines and makes you look younger. Can your anti-aging makeup do that? Simply Ageless from Olay, an easy breezy, beautiful CoverGirl.
I'm Bo Timken, Master Sake Sommelier, and in this segment on Ginjo Sake, I want to talk to you about categories of sake. Now, I like to call it X class, Y class, because one's not superior to the other. But the word Jumai means two things in the sake world. Jumai means just rice and water only sakes, and Jumai is a milling percentage. But some brewers add distilled alcohol to sake. Say it's not so. It's true. But they don't do it to fortify the brews. They don't do it to make the brew, bigger and boozier. In fact, it's almost the opposite. When you add alcohol to a sake, a distilled alcohol, you're really sort of making a softer, more velvety, and definitely more aromatic brew. Now, when you have a sake that's milled 40% removal, 60% remaining, that's called a Jumai Ginjo. Rice and water only, 40% removal, 60% remaining. Now, when you add a little bit of distilled alcohol, you lose what? The word Jumai, because it's no longer just rice and water. So now you just have a Ginjo. This guy, they add a little bit of distilled alcohol to bring out a far bigger bouquet, definitely aroma component, and to make it a nice kind of layered, textured Ginjo sake. So don't be afraid when you hear about the words distilled alcohol being added to sake. There are snobs out there, purists, who are like, oh, it's just got to be rice and water. But on the whole, don't think of it as a negative when you're adding a distilled alcohol. It's just another component. You're just making sake in a different capacity. And in fact, what you're doing is you're really celebrating the aroma and a different texture by adding the alcohol that you would never get in just a rice and water